welcome to episode 357 of Good Luck High Five.
That's right. You're listening to a podcast for you if you play Magic the Gathering. Whether you're playing some arena or out at your local FNM, we're here for you.
I'm one of your hosts, Maria.
I'm another one of your hosts, Megan.
And on today's show, we are taking out our magnifying glass and spying on the state of Standard.
That's right. Wait. You don't use a magnifying glass to spy. You use a magnifying glass to investigate.
Whoa. I spy on ants with my magnifying glass.
Okay.
You know, if you're going to spy on an ant, you really got to get in there.
Yeah, that's true. Are they up to anything?
And I don't mean ant like, you know, my aunt.
Yeah,
aunt.
I think
like,
we knew.
You know, like I have an anthill in my house filled
in your house?
Filled with 500 ants. It's an ant
in
colony.
Your house?
And
I'm not letting you get I'm not going to just like walk past.
Get away with this
in my house.
No, I don't. But if I did, I would watch. I would keep my eye on them because they're always up to something. You know what I mean? Ants, like they're never not up to something.
Well, yeah, they got to keep busy. They're so small.
The most suspicious bug, an ant.
What?
Think about it.
Spiders are 100% more suspicious.
You just hate spiders.
Ants are busy. Spiders are plotting.
That's true.
It's 100% true.
And scorpions are the hitmen.
Oh, yeah.
But they're not bugs, really. They're bugs of the sea, which is why I won't eat shrimp.
Scorpions aren't bugs of the sea.
They don't live in the sea?
No.
Why are they always doing skittering around on beaches then for?
You're thinking of the desert. You're thinking of the desert.
I'm thinking of the desert right now, which is the
are.
opposite of the beach, as it so turns out. But that is what I was thinking of.
Yeah, there's sand on both of them, but today is the day Maria confused a beach and a desert.
Wow, never have I been so wrong about something. Period. End of sentence.
Oh, anyways.
We're looking at standard post-ban is what we're trying to say.
We're talking about standard. We're also going to look at Pioneer and Historic a little bit.
Yes.
See what's happening in those still very new formats.
I know. They're just toddlers learning how to walk.
Plus, we're going to talk about what we're thankful for this Thanksgiving season if you are in the U.S. and celebrating Thanksgiving.
Yes, and if you're in Canada, well, our episode is just coming out a little too late.
That's right. And if you're anywhere else in the world, I'm sure you're also thankful for things whenever you want to be.
That's true. And the number one thing we're thankful for on the show is, of course, everybody who's a supporter on patreon.com/GLHFmagic. How do you like that segue?
Nice. That's right. Thank you so much. If you are a supporter of the show, you literally keep it happening. And we will be getting back at you with those. Getting back at you. Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because, like, you're keeping it happening, and we're going to get back at you.
We're going to get back at you with those patron challenges and that special patron stream in December. November with the holidays and so much else with the Mythic Championship happening has just got ahead of us, got away from us. It happened.
Good thing there's no holidays in December.
Catching up. Or any Mythic Championships. There's nothing happening in December, but we will.
Oh, boy.
We'll be getting back at you. So if you want to hang out with us or challenge us on Arena, become a patron.
Yes, you can do it for as little as $1 a month. Or if you want to be a squirrel level tier, which I recommend, that's $1.25 an episode.
Just $1.25 an episode.
It's so simple. And this is
a deal.
The season of giving. So if you want to give back to anybody who means something in your life, and if maybe we mean something, that would mean the world to us if you became a patron.
Yes. Thank you also to one of our wonderful sponsors, Card Kingdom.
Yes.
You can go to cardkingdom.com/GLHF. When you make an order, you can say good luck have token or good luck have sticker, and they will give you a token or a sticker.
They're just so nice like that.
They're just so great.
Yeah.
And they're really wonderful. And yeah, I said this last week, but I'm going to say it all through this holiday season. Shop in your community these holidays, because when you spend money in your community, it stays in your community. It allows Card Kingdom to do stuff like sponsor us and Loading Ready Run and so many other wonderful content creators.
Everybody awesome, sponsored by Card Kingdom, just saying.
The same goes for, shops out in your local area. So go to those.
Yeah, so what do you say we cut this turkey and get into this show?
Let's cut this turkey.
All right, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving.
That's right. We are, getting in the holiday spirit.
Yes, I'm going to dress up as a pile of mashed potatoes for my family Thanksgiving.
Oh, I didn't realize it was a costumed holiday.
It is, yeah. I feel like any holiday can be costume if you try hard enough.
Yeah, that's true. The rest of us just aren't trying hard enough.
What do you want to dress as for your Thanksgiving?
Wow, great question. I think, a cranberry sauce.
Oh, nice. Like, just like when you open the can and you're just like, you just chunk it out and it's like.
Okay, I will say something.
What?
I love that cranberry sauce.
It's great.
I love it.
I'm not too proud.
I do also make homemade cranberry sauce from scratch, which is very good.
Do you go out into the cranberry fields with your high waders on and
the cranberry bogs?
The bogs, the fields.
Yeah, I have never been to a cranberry bog, but I'm going to put that on my bucket list.
I know. I was just thinking about that. That'd be a fun
kind of like
trip.
to go to a cranberry bog.
You see those commercials, from Ocean Spray, and you're like, oh, what an idyllic world.
If you know where we can visit a cranberry bog, tweet at us.
Yes, please
at
let us
GLH
know.
of Magic.
We're in Minnesota, so keep that in mind.
But I'd travel to go to a bog.
How far would you travel to bog it up?
Ooh, great question. Anywhere inside the continental U.S.
Holy crap. All right, well, we're going to use those airline miles.
Yeah.
And we're going to get in a bog.
What else am I doing with them?
So I told Meghan that we each need to come up with 5 things that we're thankful for in magic.
Yes.
And my list is very random. It is literally the 5 things that I thought of first.
Okay, tell me about it.
Which is really weird, and I think kind of a window into the psyche, if you will.
Right.
Well, how about I go and then you go?
Okay.
All right, so the first thing that I thought of was actually none other than First Strike.
Wow. You did. You were like, let's say things we're thankful for. Like First Strike. And I was
so
like, weird one, but okay.
For First Strike, because I think it's so simple, but it's actually a pretty deep concept, right? I remember first learning this and being like, wait, what?
Yeah.
It deals combat damage before everything else does?
Yeah.
What are you telling me right now? I was very confused by it. But I love First Strike so much. It's so fun with combat tricks, which I love, if you're playing limited or something like that. And it just allows you to get more damage in there, which is, something that I'm into personally.
That's very you.
So I don't know who invented First Strike. If you know who invented First Strike, please tweet at us with the hashtag First Strike. And let me know, because I want to thank them personally.
With a hashtag first strike.
Yeah, first strike.
Because they're the person who thought of it first.
Yeah, right.
First strike.
First strike.
My first one is Treasure Cruise, obviously.
Classic.
Look, I've said it before. I'll say it again. I'll say it forever. I love Treasure Cruise. I love that it says draw 3 cards. I love that it basically costs 1 blue.
Do you love that it got banned? It was so good it got banned.
I love that.
It was too strong.
Back, these days, it's more, there have been a few more errors in recent time with power level.
What are you talking about?
With power level. But back in the day of Treasure Cruise, that one just came at them out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, I for one think they should have seen it coming, but yes.
But they didn't. And I just remember being so delighted at the time that they could make something so busted, it was too good for vintage.
Yeah.
And I was just like...
When they were aiming for standard.
Yeah. I'm like, I was just so happy. It broke Modern for a while, and I was just so happy to see that simple little common come in and be like, I'm so messed up.
I remember playing in a Modern tournament. I was running the Bogley Boys, of course.
Yeah.
Playing against a Jeskai Ascendancy deck running Treasure Cruise.
Man.
That happened.
It was great.
People were allowed to do that for a period of time.
Yeah, they were.
All right. My next thing I'm thankful for is tribal synergies because I love them in Magic. I don't know if I talk about it enough on this show, but like if you're like, oh, build a Knights deck, build a Vampires deck, build a Dinosaur deck. These things I love. My Singleton Dinos deck, which Singleton hasn't really been a thing on Arena recently.
Oh, man.
Probably because they're going to push towards Brawl.
Yeah.
Still only on Wednesdays, RIP. But yeah, I will take the opportunity whenever it presents itself to make a tribal deck. I think it's so cool. I love when cards have synergies that work together and make each other better and aren't just like a good and a void. So like decks that are just like, I'm throwing a bunch of the best cards in this deck and I'm like, this is my deck. That to me is not super appealing. Yeah. But for whatever reason, the creativity, the portrait we paint with the tribal synergy deck is something that I will always be happy to see in Magic. So I'm thankful for tribal synergies.
Oh, that's nice.
Thanks, Lorwyn.
Mine comes, we just talked about it actually, Jeskai Ascendancy, combo decks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm thankful for combo decks. I love decks that are just trying to do something busted as fast as they can. They're like, do you know what? To heck with interaction.
I'm going to do my
I'm just
thing.
here to just like try, like, it's like you're running the 100-meter dash and you're like, can I get to the finish line before someone tackles me, I guess is like the metaphor here. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's apt.
Yeah, I love it. I've been really enjoying, and we'll talk about this later, the Jeskai Fires deck, or the Fires decks in general. And I think part of what I enjoy about them is that they feel pretty combo-y. You're just trying to assemble like Fires of Invention, Cavalier Flame, and one other creature.
Yeah, that's basically all you need.
And it's great.
So my question is, are you also thankful for combos the snack?
What?
Combos, like you buy them in the gas.
I don't care about them.
I'm shocked right now. I am shocked right now.
I can't even tell you the last time I ate combos.
Oh my God. I can tell you every moment I've ever eaten a combo.
I can't tell you the last time I enjoyed eating combos.
Holy moly.
So there you go. Come at me.
Oh, wow. Cheddar cheese and pretzel. I mean, that's where it's at. Anybody who says pizza, I don't want to talk to you, but I know that you're out there. My next thing I'm thankful for, I'm going to just say arena. It's arena time. Yeah. You know what? I don't know if we could say this last Thanksgiving, so I'm going to say it. Yeah. Arena. It's a fun way to play Magic. It looks great. It's opened up a lot of avenues of different ways to play the game. And it's just like really fun. I'm
also going to tag in on this one as my third one because
we're going to share it. Yeah, it's a pretty big one.
Because it is. It looks amazing. It's great to play.
Yeah.
I love it. It runs on my very, very crappy laptop. Better than Magic Online.
That's good.
So it still has its rough moments, but that's my laptop.
But remember, when it first came out, you didn't think you would like it.
That's true. I was very skeptical.
Because you like just Magic Online and the simplicity of that.
There's so much visual. There is sometimes a lot going on visually for me.
Yeah.
But I think like the speed of it makes up for that.
Right.
Like how swiftly it goes.
I'm thankful for auras, which should surprise no one.
Of course you are.
You know, I'm not going to say slippery boggle or hexproof because you already know I'm thankful for those things.
Yeah.
And auras is going to follow that up. I love them so much, and Marshall Sutcliffe hates them so much, which is maybe one of the reasons I like them. But I just love buffing up your little creature out of nowhere, surprising your opponent with a fatty that used to be a smallie. And like Daybreak Coronet in particular is really fun for me because I'm putting a little crown on my creature. You know, I just love the visual of that, I guess. Yeah. Which is also the same reason I love equipment, because I like to think of the creature holding the Embercleave as it goes into battle.
Oh, that big old flaming sword.
Yeah, here it comes. Oh, I'm just a little goblin with a flaming sword.
I'm just a rotting dinosaur.
I'm just a gutter bones, a guttery buttery boy with a flaming sword. Yeah.
With a flaming sword.
So auras I'm going to put on my list.
Great one.
Okay, how about you?
Oh, my next one is, to no one's surprise, card draw.
Yeah.
I love card draw. Thank goodness for the phrase, draw a card. Draw 2 cards. Draw 3 cards. There's some cards that say draw 4 cards. And that's amazing. It's really incredible. It's a gift to us all, but it's especially a gift to yourself when you cast the spell.
Oh, that's a great way to put it.
It's really nice.
You know,
it's really nice.
Practice self-care. Draw some cards.
Draw some cards.
I should put that on a shirt.
Yeah.
My last thing I'm thankful for, I'm going to say, is squirrels. Squirrels in real life and in Magic. And I wanted to say it because a lot of times squirrels, they get poo-pooed in the game because they're too silly or whatever. But Mark Rosewater is my man on the inside, pushing for more squirrels in Magic. And I think that he told me recently the squirrel haters have left the building. So we should see more squirrels in Magic, hopefully in Standard. Fingers crossed, and not just in unsets coming up, because they're so fun and fluffy. And, you know, if you can assemble 50 of them, they can beat an Emrakul. Right?
50 of them.
Yeah.
My last one is, I'm very thankful for limited. Yay. I'm thankful for drafts especially.
Yes.
Because sometimes when I'm playing, and I do like Standard, but there are times when I'm playing and I'm like, I need to not play this deck anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I need to go play a variety of things.
I need something unexpected.
Like, I need variety. I need my opponent to be playing some variety. I love it. I love how much it shakes everything up.
It does.
Because you never know what's coming at you. You never know what you're going to draft. It's great.
Can I tell you that I ask pro players what their favorite format is quite a lot?
Yeah.
And I would say 80% of them tell me it's draft.
Oh, because draft is so good.
Because it's so good.
It's great.
And the sad part for me is that at these arena tournaments, we're not seeing it, which you can't yet because there's no human draft on arena.
Yeah.
But I really, really hope that once we can draft in pods on arena or do leagues or whatever form it ends up taking with real human beings, that we can do it in an arena split format tournament.
Oh, I hope so.
And some people will get down and they'll be like, hey, no, people don't like to watch draft because they can't follow it.
But do you know what? They've never watched draft on arena yet.
I know. I'm very optimistic for it.
Same.
The technology is there to follow everybody's picks through all the packs.
Yeah.
And it's just so much fun.
It would be great.
And sometimes you've just got to stand up and say,
yes,
maybe you're not going to have as many viewers as standard, okay? Maybe that's just the way it is.
But draft is
you're doing
still
something
great.
good.
You can't use how many viewers are watching as the only metric.
I agree.
Sometimes you have to use joy in people's hearts.
100%.
And let me tell you, in one draft pod, there will be more joy in people's hearts than the entirety of Mythic Championship Richmond watching Oko matches. So.
Hey, are there 5 things in Magic you're thankful for that you want to let us know about? Once again, please tag us on Twitter. Tweet at us on Twitter at GLHFMagic with the hashtag 5 thankful things.
That's so many letters that they're also trying to write the 5 things they're thankful for.
Oh, so the hashtag's taking up too much space?
Yeah, I think just hashtag turkey. Like, tweet at us 5 things you're thankful for with the hashtag turkey.
All right, everybody, let's take a look at Standard with an episode of Standard Corner.
Yeah.
After some big time bannings.
Yeah. So obviously, as we talked about last week, Oko, Once Upon a Time, and Veil of Summer are all gone.
Bye, bye, bye.
Good day, friends.
Yeah.
So what's happening now?
I know, it's like a brand new format out there.
It really is. And number one thing happening, hot cats.
Cat action.
Cats are hot right now.
Cats are jumping in ovens, getting cooked up, and jumping back into life.
Yeah, they really are.
More than 9 lives in some games.
Very weird.
It is odd, Cat oven combo is, I would say, probably... We're going to talk about what the most popular decks are right now.
Yeah.
I would say it might be the best standard deck.
And the thing is there's so many permutations of it right now.
Yeah.
You can see ones that are a little bit more like Jund, that are slower.
And have more food synergies.
Yes. I've even seen a lot of Abzan.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because they have Cavalier of Dawn.
Wow.
Which is very random.
Yeah, okay.
But gets the job done sometimes. Like if your oven got countered or destroyed, you get it back from the graveyard when that Cavalier is gone. It's wild, but it's happening.
Let's talk about a base level just in case you haven't had experience with this cat oven combo deck. Mm-hmm. It started, at the beginning of the format, honestly, and I want to say I remember Saffron Olive playing our version of this deck. I'm not going to say he invented it because I don't know.
Yeah.
But back then, it was just like, haha, isn't this funny?
Yes. And then coming into Mythic Championship Richmond, and especially the Grand Prix that was happening at the same time, the Sultai cat oven decks were doing very well.
They were.
They had some of the highest win rates.
At that Mythic Championship.
Yes. And that was a version that had Oko, which is why we don't really see those Sultai ones anymore. Why we see them built around other things.
So basically, the way this deck works is it does a bunch of stuff, but the most important thing is playing Cauldron Familiar and Witch's Oven.
Yes. And so it's a little 1/1.
Just a tiny little 1/1 kitty cat.
1/1 for 1. When it comes into play, you gain a life, your opponent loses a life, and if it's in your graveyard, you can sacrifice a food to get it back.
Yeah, and so it'll go
into the battlefield.
Right to the battlefield. You don't even have to cast it again.
So it can't be countered. Yeah. Or anything.
And this cat costs 2 mana. The oven costs 1 mana.
The cat costs 1.
They both cost 1 mana.
They both cost 1 mana.
So getting around this combo happening, very difficult.
It's so difficult because by turn 2 they can have both pieces out.
Yeah, and you're just like, oh, okay, well, their engine's online.
Yes.
How can I possibly disrupt this?
We're starting to see quite a bit of Leyline of the Void in people's sideboards.
Oh, that's great.
Yes. And I was also today looking at some Esper control lists that are running Cry of the Carnarium because that exiles creatures.
Oh, that's a great point.
Yeah.
kill those little kitty cats
And
forever.
it exiles not just things that died to it, but all creatures that died that turn.
That's true. Yeah, it does work that way.
Like, it gets it. They can't even be like, sack my cat to evade that. It happens.
And these decks are playing cards too, like Trail of Crumbs.
Yes.
Which is helping them find the pieces of their puzzle. Like, oh, I don't even need Once Upon a Time. I'll just do it the hard way.
Yes.
With Trail of
look
Crumbs.
at lots of permanence with Trail of Crumbs.
I've got to say, watching this deck is a nightmare and I hate it.
Wow.
I just don't want to watch somebody get pinged to death. I'm going to take a stand right now.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. I'm glad it exists.
Yeah.
But I don't like watching it.
Okay, that's fine.
How do you feel about it?
Great question. I think that it is fine.
I think
I don't feel any strong way about it right now.
I think you'll feel strongly about it if we have to watch some cat food mirrors.
That's true, but that we'll also watch a lot of Ley Lines of the Void and play.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That being said, they are like anytime that a format really prioritizes like very grindy decks, it can get very tiresome to watch over long matches. That being said, that I think that the format is more diverse than that right now.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, speaking
like these
of,
are quite good, but there are other decks, and
So,
they are also good.
another super popular deck right now is
Yes.
Jeskai Fires.
Yes, and this won the standard PTQ on Magic Online earlier
nice.
this week. Yeah.
So what is this deck's deal?
So the Jeskai Fires deck has Fires of Invention, which is 3 in a red for an enchantment that says you can cast spells only during your turn, and you can cast no more than 2 spells each turn, and you may cast spells with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of lands you control without paying their mana costs.
Wow, so this
It is quite spicy.
it gets pretty busted pretty fast.
Yes. And the centerpiece of this, like I mentioned earlier, is really, it feels to me like what you're trying to do is just cast a Cavalier of Flame with the Fires of Invention in play, give it haste, just have anything else in play, and you kill them in one shot for the most part.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of fun. It also has Cavalier of Gales, which is the blue one to help you filter through your deck and find the pieces. And then it has some nice early plays like Bone Crusher Giant to kind of keep things in check. My favorite addition right now.
Oh, yes.
And I think that Gregor Kowalski is who we can thank for this.
Yeah, I think so
He
too.
only played 1, and now there's 4. Sphinx of Foresight.
He called this the blue Once Upon a Time.
Yes. Sphinx of Foresight is 2 blue for a 4/4 flyer, but most importantly, it says you may reveal this card from your opening hand. If you do, scry 3 at the beginning of your first upkeep.
All right, so
And
there
plus,
you go.
once it's in play, at the beginning of your upkeep, you scry 1.
And it's just a 4/4 flyer for 4/2.
Yeah, it is, it's great. And then there's also Deafening Clarion, which you get to cast a lot of times for both modes of deal 3 and your creatures get lifelink. So you like play your nice little Cavalier of Flame, and then you like wipe their board and give you're now your 7/5 lifelink.
To Fairy Time Raveler, welcome back as well.
Yes.
Little T.
Letting you hopefully combo off without any interference from pesky, other things.
This deck is another pillar of the format right now. I mean, I
obviously really love it.
Existed pre-ban, but now it's super, super strong. Yeah. Much stronger than it was because it doesn't have to fear Oko turning its Fires of Invention into
just an elk. Yeah.
But yeah, this deck, and you're right, it one-shots you. So
yeah,
if it gets to go off, good night.
You're basically dead.
Yeah.
Like I said, I really enjoy it. We talk a lot on the deck. I'm usually a control player.
Yeah.
But here's the truth: is before I was a control player, I was a combo player.
Yeah, that's accurate.
I like combo a lot, but
this
it
just
like doesn't
both.
happen all that much. Yeah. This deck is weak. Can be weak to counter spells.
Yeah.
So I think that as we start to see more room for counter spell decks in the format with Oko gone, like I feel like the power level of this is going to be mediated a little bit by that.
Okay. Speaking of counter spells,
yes,
let's talk about my deck that I've been messing around with recently.
Did you just say counter spells and then your own name?
I didn't say my name, but I will. Counter spells,
you.
Maria. Yes, this is a deck I've been playing recently. Can you believe it?
No.
Yeah.
I literally can't.
I've been playing Is It Flash? So you might wonder why I've been trying this deck out if I hate counter spells and I like creatures. The answer to that question is because this deck actually plays out like a tempo deck.
Yeah.
So that's what I do really love
pretty cool.
a good tempo deck in Magic, which means like you're dealing with their threat while also threatening them at the same time. So thus applying pressure while putting them on the back foot.
Yeah.
And so the way this deck works is basically you're not doing anything on your turn. That's the idea, which is very strange for me. I know. You're playing Brineborn Cutthroat, the little 2/1 for 2 that gets bigger every time you cast a spell on your opponent's turn. And you're flashing stuff back to their hands with Brazen Borrower. You're countering stuff with Ionize. You're Bone Crusher gianting small things that you need to deal with, and eventually winning with that huge Brineborn Cutthroat or your 3/1 flyer or something like that.
I also really enjoy this deck.
Yeah.
It gets wrecked by Teferi hard.
Yes, you cannot have a Teferi resolve, else you're screwed.
If you do, you're you're out of it.
You're SOL, yeah.
There have been times that I'm like, maybe I'll, like, they cast it, like, right, like, I was on the draw.
Yeah.
They cast it on turn 3, and I'm like, maybe. And it's like, no, it's just not happening.
It's not going to happen for you. Don't let it happen.
I'm really sorry, but it's bad news ahead.
You also get to play Gadwick the Wizened in this deck, which is really fun. Draw a bunch of cards, have a 3/3, and be able to tap your opponent's creatures down when you cast blue spells.
Yeah, I have to say, this and Jeskai Fires, like those two decks playing against each other, is one of my favorite matchups.
Oh, it's very fun to watch.
Oh, it's so fun because it really is two decks that are doing very different things, navigating for the upper hand.
Yeah, and it's whoever blinks first, honestly.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, maybe they're going to get there, but then maybe they're not. Oh,
yeah.
That's a matchup that I really am enjoying watching right now or participating in.
Same. Another pillar of the format post-ban, I would say, if you had to make me say, is Golgari Adventure.
I have to make you say. Yeah.
And this is a deck that I honestly was like, I don't know if this is going to stick around because it doesn't have Once Upon a Time anymore, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's hanging in there.
Yeah.
Popularized by streamer Croakies, playing this probably in the Mythic Championship coming up next month. But Casualties of War kind of being the card they're highlighting out.
Card is
why
sick.
This is so good right now.
Yeah.
And if you just heard about the decks we're talking about, you know why that would be so good. It has everything from Just
so
Sky
many
Fires.
targets.
Yeah.
So many targets.
Or Cat Oven combo.
Yeah. And Golgari Adventures sometimes is dipping into that cat oven combo too, because it's like, why not? You're in the color
might
for
as
it.
well.
Like, you're playing black, so like also chuck it in there.
Yeah, get your grind on with your classic green black creatures, and then make some cats in pies for Thanksgiving.
Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think of like what are some other cool decks that I've played against. We've talked about the cat a lot. Like, we didn't mention, like, there's the Rakdos flavor of the cat.
Yep.
There's
which is more like aristocrat-y.
There's mono black flavor of the cat.
Yep. So many flavors of the cat. The flavor of the cat sounds like a 1970s song. That's like the flavor of the cat.
Yeah.
I've played against Rakdos Knights. I've tried it myself. I think it remains okay.
Yeah.
Not great.
Every once in a while I'll still play against like the Dino Sword. Which is essentially that same deck.
Yeah.
Sometimes, this is what I was looking for. Sometimes I will play against Doom Foretold, and I'm so excited to see what happens.
Deck?
Not even a Dance of the Mance version of it. Like, it's like a control version of Doom Foretold.
Oh.
Like this one here, there's one that went 5-0 in a standard league. This one has the cat oven combo.
Of course.
And then it has just Doom Foretold, some other control cards like Oath of Kaya and Kaya's Wrath and Mortify. Yeah, and it's just trying to keep their permanence in check and eventually just like play Doom Foretold to really just get them.
To really just get them. Yeah, today somebody cast not a Vivian. Nissa against me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh yeah, that card still exists.
Yeah, people were worried. They were like, is this still going to be too good? And it turns out that Nissa has taken a bit of a fall so far.
Yeah, she's in the back seat for now. But I think the cool thing will be once we see what happens in Mythic Championship 7, we're kind of going to get a chance to set the format in the Jello mold like we usually see happening at these Mythic Championships. But this is like the second time it's happened in this format
once it's set.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah. But it's fun to see what's happening right now.
Well, let's talk about Pioneer.
Oh, yeah.
So Pioneer, if you've been living under a Pioneer rock, got announced. It's everything Return to Ravnica Forward. And people have been brewing a lot with this. It's going to be showing up in some competitive tournaments in 2020. And you can already play competitive tournaments with this thing online.
Yeah, so like, there was a Pioneer Challenge on Magic Online also this week. Coming in first was a mono black aggro deck.
Wow!
Yeah.
I love it.
Had old friend Scrap Heap Scrounger and Smuggler's Copter.
Smuggles!
Plus 4 Fatal Push.
I love it.
Which is obviously quite a good card. And then 4 Thoughtseize and some other aggro stuff. Bloodsoaked Champion coming on in there. Knight of the Ebon Legion. 4 Murderous Rider. 3 Rankle Masters of Pranks.
Prankles?
Rankles of Prankles.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love to see that. And you know what? That Knight, what was it? That one drop? I never really got Bloodsoaked Champion.
Yeah.
Never really got its turn in the sun,
No.
I want to say.
We'll see. So this is one that I think I know that Cube April has been playing some of.
Then you know it's bad.
And it came in second in the Pioneer Challenge. It is a Turbo Fog deck.
No!
A Wilderness Reclamation Turbo Fog deck with Nexus of Fate, Haze of Pollen.
Wow.
4 Dig Through Time.
You monsters that are playing this.
Yeah. 2 Tameo Collector of Tales. I'm into it, obviously.
You would be.
I am quite into it.
You would be.
Yeah, and third we had another mono black, so that deck doing quite well right now.
And then a lot of big rampy green decks.
Oh, yeah, I like the look of this.
Been a key to the format now too. In 4th place, there's a green ramp deck that's topping out at Ugin the Spirit Dragon, which is pretty good.
Aw, little Eugene.
Ulamog the Ceaseless Hunger.
Sick.
As well. So
yeah. 4 Hour of Promise, which can help you make zombies. I was gonna say, does this have the field? Yeah, it has Field of the Dead.
Might as well.
Yeah. It has some Golos also.
Pretty cool.
Very cool. Yeah. So awesome. Pioneer. I can't say that I have tried it yet, but I've been, exploring the waters of Standard.
The only thing that I played in Pioneer so far is Boggles, and it was very, very fun.
Yeah.
And I loved it. So I want to play more, and I'm certain we will once the big tournaments are Pioneer.
Yeah.
And we have like a kind of that reason to move forward in that direction. But I think the format is pretty cool right now.
Yeah. Ooh, here's a 6 Sultai deck that went 5-0 in a Pioneer League. 2 Ashiok Nightmare Weaver.
Ooh.
Love that card. It also has 2 Jace Vryn's Prodigy. The best Jace. The only Jace we'll tolerate.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this looks
Wicked
like
Wolf.
a really like a Sultai control deck. I'm really into this actually. I might have to go give that a run.
Cool.
A spin. Oh, there's one with Elspeth Sun's Champion. Just what we're talking about. Creatures that are planeswalkers that I loved back in the day. I loved Elspeth.
This looks like to be a Super Friends list here.
Yeah.
Teferi, Narset, Jace, Elspeth.
Ooh, this and 4 Supreme Verdict.
Gross.
Okay, I'm also way into this.
Gross.
I'm super. 2 copies of Sphinx's Revelation. I'm in.
You found it.
I found it.
You found it.
This is the one for me.
Okay. Great. We should have a Pioneer playoff day where we just play some Pioneer.
Yeah, we really should. That would be great.
The other format we want to talk about is Historic.
I have no idea what's happening here right now.
All right, so Historic, just recently, you're able to play it on Arena as of the 21st. So only a few days has it even been something that you can do with the new cards they released.
Yeah.
So they released 20 cards in a drop. They're going to say they're going to do this once a quarter. And these cards are not very high in power level, but they do point you towards some synergies in a pretty hard way.
Yes. And what's the one that you've been playing, Maria?
So today I played in the Historic event a Soul Sisters deck.
Oh, spicy.
So if you don't know what Soul Sisters are, this is named for a modern deck of the same name that's built around Soul Warden, which says whenever another creature enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life. It's a little 1/1
yes,
for
and
1.
this is one of the ones that came in the drop, along with Sarah Ascendant, which is also a 1/1 for 1 with lifelink, and says as long as you have 30 or more lives life. Sarah Ascendant gets +5/+5 and has flying.
So this is a pretty obvious build around package here, which is just a mono white life gain deck.
Yeah.
Which is pretty good.
You've got your Leonin Vanguard.
Yes.
Which gains life if you have 3 or more creatures at the beginning of combat.
You've got to have the Ajani's Pride
Obviously,
Mate.
Ajani's Pride Mate. Resplendent Angel.
Love that card.
Banalish Marshall,
Love
because you're
Banalish
in mono white
Marshall.
anyways.
Yep.
Gideon Blackblade. All right.
Gids is in here. And then this cool one, Ajani's Strength of the Pride.
Yes.
Which is really fun because the 0 ability on here, can you read it, Megan?
Yes. If you have at least 15 life more than your starting life total, exile Ajani Strength of the Pride and each artifact and creature your opponents control.
So, like, you can just nab them out of nowhere because if they're not expecting it, you play a Johnny and then you're like 0.
You're exile all of your stuff.
All of your stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, this deck's really fun. The drop also kind of pointed people towards Goblins, which is a deck you can play in Historic too, if that's your jam. Some green ramp stuff too.
Yeah.
But still early days in Historic.
Yes.
But if you have a spicy Historic list, please ship it our way because I want to know. I had a lot of fun playing this today. It's best of one little event. So all the games are super fast, but it was really fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
I might have to go give this a run.
Yeah, you can
spin.
You can buy all 20 cards if you want, or you can just craft them 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Thank goodness, which is what I did.
Yes.
And I only needed to craft like some commons.
Yeah.
And 4 rares. It was not that bad.
Yeah. I guess I didn't even think about that, but
Soul
like
Warden
Soul
is a
Warden is a
common.
common.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So really neat stuff there.
Yeah. All right. Thank you to another one of our great sponsors, UltraPro.
Yay, we love UltraPro so much.
They are so great. In fact, just last week, we did a giveaway on our Twitter of some of our great UltraPro swag. We really love it. And we love being able to send people sweet stuff. So head on over there and you can get yourself sweet stuff or get it for people in your life.
Yeah, we got some holidays coming up. If you want to make some purchases, UltraPro will make anybody happy. They're coming out with new products. It feels like almost every single week.
Every single week.
They've
Beautiful
got so
deck
much
boxes
stuff.
and play mats and just dice. Oh man. The other day I was using a pair of the metal dice.
Oh, they're so good.
They're so nice.
I call them the space dice.
Yeah, they are space
It feels
dice.
like they're from space.
They're made of space metal.
Yeah, but you can check out their stuff at cardkingdom.com/GLHF or in your local game store. Everybody sells UltraPro products because you almost kind of can't play Magic without it.
Yeah. We've got a few extra minutes, so we're going to play a Flavor Text Theater Superfight Edition.
Yes.
With Shadows over Innistrad of all things.
Of all sets.
I was just looking through our packs and we just had a bunch of these.
So might as well.
Here we are.
So we're going to assemble a team of 3 here
right.
to take... Oh, well, I have flip cards. Oh, remember flip cards in this set? Team of 3, and we're going to go through and kind of say how we would win the battle with our team that we were assembling in this super fight.
Yeah.
I'm going to shuffle my deck a little bit.
Ooh, so you just like flip 3 cards?
Yeah, I'm just going to flip 3, and then I'm going to be like, this is how I would win the fight with these 3.
All right.
Okay. These 3 are going to be my champions right here.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay. All right, so this is how I'm going to win this fight.
Uh-huh.
So I'm coming into the ring. I've got somebody he's a grave digger.
Okay.
Which is already spooky enough. So you're already going to be super spooked.
All right, I'm spooked.
When this grave digger comes in with his shovel and he is like, I'm going to fight you. And what's even spookier than a grave digger with a shovel is a flying grave digger with a shovel.
Wow.
So terrifying. And also, he is very, very, very mad, which I think triples just the fear factor here.
He has a fiery temper.
He has a fiery temper. So we've got Ghoul Caller's Accomplice, Clip Wings, and Fiery Temper.
He's going to clip wings on things.
Oh, yeah, you're right. He's not flying.
Okay, well, I have a pair of spooky twins. The twins of Mauer Estate.
Oh, they're so spooky.
And you're like, how are they going to get to this fight? Well, they're going to ride in on a spooky stallion of Ashmouth.
Ooh.
They're coming for you on this big horse.
Okay, that's scary.
Who is delirious. They're mad, and the horse is delirious. So
nobody's having
just
a
think
good
about that.
day.
And they're going to drown you in the Highland Lake.
Oh, my God.
So
Wow.
get spooked.
Who wins this fight? Ghoul Caller's accomplice. That's got some. I guess he's got a shovel and a big pair of like shears.
Yeah.
And he's super mad.
I mean, look, I think it's let's be honest.
Twins.
It's the creepy
It's the
twins
creepy
riding in on a horse to drown you in the lake.
That is horrifying. That is horrifying.
It is very spooky.
They will win that fight. Absolutely. Okay. Oh my god, this one's creepy. Oh man, this one's so creepy. I mean, I guess it's Shadows over Innistrad, but
Okay.
what have you got?
Okay. This one is not very spooky, but I have a team of 3 people coming for you.
Okay, good.
First, a stoic builder who's going to
Build me
he's going to build a house to murder you in.
Oh, that's creepy.
And then the
Okay.
apothecary Geist is a spirit who's going to come and poison you.
All right.
And you can't even stop them from poisoning you because they're a ghost and they can just put it in your mouth.
And they're also
by
a
being ghost.
pharmacist.
Yes. And then a furtive homunculus is just going to be watching from the corner like, ah!
Speaking of watching from the corner, this really creepy story I've assembled starts with some incorrigible youths.
Okay.
And so there they are. They're high school students, and they are up to no good.
They are also mad.
Very angry, yes. Madness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what are these creepy high school students doing? None other than just looking in your window.
Ah!
If that doesn't scare you, I don't know what will, but
Yeah.
I'm going to add to it. They also have murderous compulsion.
Yep, okay. They win.
Okay.
Yep, they got
horrifying.
it. They've got it.
All right, they take down that fight.
Yeah, they do.
That makes sense. Up next.
Uh-huh.
Oh, my flip card. Oh, I
Me
don't
too.
remember a lot of these cards. You might think yourself safe because the Briarbridge Patrol is in town.
Uh-huh.
And they are patrolling. But would you ever feel safe if they were patrolling specifically for you?
Oh.
I don't think you would. You especially wouldn't feel safe if the Kessig Forge Master joined them with, some fire.
Yeah.
So people are looking for you. They're hunting you down with fire. And then an angel's going to come in and puncturing light.
Ow.
You right in the butt. Boink.
You might also feel safe because there's an intrepid provisioner coming.
Oh, yeah, I
but
feel fine.
They're giving provisions to a harvest hand, which is a spooky scarecrow with a scythe.
That's so spooky.
They're stuffing that scarecrow with everything that it needs to come and get you.
I don't like it.
And then you're going to try and run from the scarecrow, but there's going to be a devil thorn fox waiting for you. It's going to get you.
I'm already scared of the scarecrow, so that you just win with that.
This is a spooky scarecrow.
That just wins on its own, honestly. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to choose one. Oh, I'm going to construct my last one.
Okay.
I think I played with Greg. We actually constructed them out of the packs now that I think about it. But here we go. I'm going to do it this way. All right. So with my last 5 cards. So my rare, by the way, is a pretty good rare, which you might remember from Standard if you play back then. Tireless Tracker.
Oh, I love Tireless Tracker.
Yes.
Makes clues.
Clues.
One of my favorite mechanics.
So here comes Tireless Tracker, tracking you down, looking for you, carrying a murderer's axe. So
wow, yeah, that's a good one.
Beware. And by the way, they have a really scary voice. Tormenting voice.
All right.
Like, I'm coming for you.
All right. I'm going to tell you a story.
Okay, let's hear it.
You're at home. You know, you think you're safe.
Just chilling.
But it turns out there's a structural distortion in your house. And there is someone behind the scenes now.
No.
They are in your home behind the scenes
That's
thanks
the name
to a
of
structural.
a card? Behind the scenes? Okay.
And who is it? It's none other than a ravenous blood seeker coming for your blood.
I know. I need my blood, though. I need it.
Yeah. Also, my rare is Anguished Unmaking. Another nice one.
That was a good card.
Yeah. Exile target non-land permanent. You lose 3 life.
But who wins this battle?
I mean, I feel like it's a tracker with an axe.
Yours is pretty spooky, too, though.
That's true. They murder each other.
All right, it's a draw.
They murder each other.
Wow, what a spooky set.
Yeah.
Some good rares, though.
I loved Shadows over Innistrad. I really enjoyed it. Clues were hot.
Were so good.
They were it.
If you don't remember that, pay 2, sacrifice this artifact, draw a card.
Oh, great.
It was excellent.
Real good. Well, everyone, that is our show.
Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with us. If Thanksgiving is coming up with you, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We are so thankful for you listening to our show every single week.
Yes.
And supporting us on places like patreon.com/glhfmagic.
Yes, and we're so thankful for our sponsors, Card Kingdom and UltraPro. Truly, every time that we thank them, it is so sincere because they're such wonderful sponsors to have.
Absolutely.
We think that they make awesome products, and they also are great pillars of the community.
And if you're always like, where do my Patreon dollars go besides keeping Meghan and Maria alive through Reese's pumpkins?
Yes.
The answer is hopefully as soon as next week. We'll have to, remains to be seen. Maybe it'll be the week after. We're going to have a new audio board in town.
Yes, Maria is so excited, you all, for her new audio board. I'm
so excited.
She's so excited because the one that we have had for many years now.
A lot of years. Like, we did get a lot of good use out of this
It's like six years old.
Yeah.
It has been dying.
It's on the
fritz. Has been dying for a while.
I don't know if you can tell from the audio of this show, but it is giving me a real pain in the batuse because it is not working very well.
So just know, if you become a patron in the next couple of weeks, you're bringing Maria specifically a ton of joy.
Yes, you are.
And yourself improved audio quality through our beautiful new board.
Yeah, these are
which we are also very thankful for.
Yeah, these are the things we need to do to keep the show up to a great standard for you out there in listener land. We don't just phone it in every week. We try and make the show excellent always, every single time, and that's where your Patreon money goes. So thank you for that, and a little look behind the scenes of the production of the show too.
Yeah.
And remember to dress up as something from a Thanksgiving feast this year. Megan's cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
I'm mashed potatoes.
What are you?
Yeah, which is basically what I look like after eating a Thanksgiving dinner. Just a lumpy pile.